Okay.
Hold on.
It's the first outdoor one for you this year.
And it's my first one for the Pride Month too, isn't it?
No, you did it. You started it last
Okay, yeah.
last week.
I didn't have a Woke Wednesday though.
No, you did not.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Woke Wednesday, where the madness never ends. So we're going over some of the stuff that you can find out there for like Walmart, I think, and there's a couple others. I went and did a bunch of shopping. When was it, yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday, I think.
Yeah, yesterday. And so I thought I would go out and just see what kind of stuff there was out there in Bakersfield, California. Well, to my surprise, there's not very much. I went to Walmart, Target. Michael's had a small little corner, which I will show you guys in a second. That's the only one that I could find that had a small little corner for Pride. So, let's check that one out. Notice they had to put it 40% off too. The Pride stuff.
They probably sold most of it last month.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is all that I found. It was a small little section. Now I gotta see what did it do.
Oh God, it has been such a pain in the ass.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, bear with us. We're trying to see just what.
Oh, it's gonna be dumb.
Yay, it's being dumb.
See, and it didn't arrange this right.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that's where I'm starting, so.
No, you gotta start here.
Okay.
And then it should go on into those two, and that should be all you need to do.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we got a dog that's loose with us, so bear with us.
That's mine, and she's
Yep.
scavenging.
Alright, now, so yeah, that's all that I found. So if you want to get away from the woke madness, you know, Bakersfield, California really doesn't have all that much.
I know about 3 years ago they had their first Pride parade, but I haven't seen anything about it since.
Yes.
So, yeah, it doesn't seem to be a very favorable location. I know that one of our local Facebook friends from the smaller town.
Oh, did you get any of his stuff to go over?
No, I didn't. I'll put that in, I guess, for Fridays.
Yeah, so Fridays we have a very special one. There's somebody that was on our friends list. We don't.
I was talking about Summer though. She said
that
somebody cussed her out from the road when she hung up her pride flag, and so she hung it in a more public place.
Yes, but we had another guy that he's very talkative about this subject lately, and he's never been before, but he's going all off on it. Has a bunch of stuff. We're gonna accumulate it, and you know, people like that, they get called out on what they do. So that's what it'll be.
Because he's unfriending people for having differences of opinion.
Yes, he was unfriending people for a difference of opinion.
It's like, I don't feel very welcome, so it's like, so you can't accept what other people's opinions are, but we're supposed to just accept yours.
Exactly.
It's so hypocritical. So, yeah.
So yeah, there was that whole thing. We're gonna put a whole episode together for all y'all out there. So, let's see this. Our next one is Walmart is full of pride. Check out the 2024 Walmart Pride merchandise. Like I said, Bakersfield, I stopped at 2 different Walmarts out of the 4 or 5, I think, now that they have. And unless you're including neighborhood markets, there's like 3 more of those. So, I did not see very much, if any at all,
I think that just
Pride
I
merchandise.
think just like Target, they found out that the bottom line is just not there, especially in this demographic. So, you know, the Pride people are always so happy because it's like, oh, they're showing inclusivity, they're showing diversity, they care about us, and then they drop them like a hot potato when there's no sales.
Exactly.
Do you not see what the real game is here? It's commercialism.
It is.
Yeah.
At its finest. Alrighty.
Have fun.
Hello friends, it's Jim O'Rear. Welcome back to Jim O'Rear. Yesterday, I went to Walmart to pick up a couple of items and found out that Walmart is ready to celebrate Pride. Yes, they are ready to celebrate Pride in a big way because they've got lots of fun Pride stuff. And I thought I would give you a look at what is on the shelves at Walmart. Let's start out with some hats. There are Born This Gay hats. I love those. Along with Born This Gay enamel pins that match. Those are a lot of fun. Move right over here to this bag, which is not gay. Some coffee cups, which is I love gay people. And here is gay every day of the week. Right there. Those are a lot of fun. Right next to that is a matching I love gay people little fanny pack. Lots of fun. And some socks. Gaily.
And nothing says gay like a guy wearing a fanny pack.
Forward. There's some crew socks right there. And there's a ton in this little stand. There's some rainbow blankets and umbrellas. Right over here, a couple of cups. This is Ask for Pronouns cup. And right next to that, I'm not sure who that is, but it's cool. There's just kind of a regular bottle right there. Recipe book and I Love Someone Queer bottle. Here's another hat to celebrate queer joy. And another enamel pin. And this is my pronouns are he, him. Of course, there are other choices in there. There's Pride earrings and Pride sunglasses. Some tights. Right over here is a rainbow makeup kit. And a little flag there. Some bracelets. Some rainbow suspenders. These are an assortment of Pride buttons, and these are cool. 100% Pride, 0% shame, and just a nice little assortment of different buttons.
And you know, this month it always gets me really bad with the whole Pride, and we all know that is, you know, the Pride is where the sin comes in for all these gay people. I don't mind if somebody's gay, you know, and most religions will not either, but the problem comes in with the lust and the excess that they have. I don't care, straight or gay. The excess and the lust is where it always will get you. That is the main thing, and that's what a lot of people do not understand. You know, if they want to be gay and withhold the sexual part of it and just be with somebody, then that's one thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But the lust and the desire, the excess, that is what will get you every time.
Yeah, because it talks about sexual immorality in general in
Yes.
the Bible. So that means, you know, no bestiality, no extremely crazy positions, no swapping. No,
Yes.
You know, none of these things, none of the swingers lifestyle, none of those, you know, I don't know, just for reason stuff too. No, anything that's like immoral.
Yeah.
Is shunned, you know. It's like
Exactly.
not accepted. It's like, yeah, it's a loving God, but it's still not necessarily accepting, you know.
That's very, very true. And, you know, we love watching some of the street preachers. You know, our favorite one so far has been Nicholas Bowling. He is awesome with what he does. Very collective, cool. We really haven't found anybody that even come close to his style yet. If any of you guys know of any more, comment, let us know.
There's a younger fellow that I found. Remember, he kind of looked like the young Tom Petty.
Yeah.
But he's newer, and he's younger, and he's got a kind of like a cool, more balanced approach, really non-judgmental. And then you find like the guy that we had today, who's just kind of like kind of a jerk to everybody. So.
I mean, he spoke true.
He did, but I mean,
he didn't have to come off the way that he did.
And he was really rude to Bo and his people too.
Yeah.
You know, like, well,
he ran into. It was a gay pride parade. Within the last week, because there's been a lot coming out now, because of Pride Month, and he ended up running into Bo Diddle. Yeah. And he was just being a jerk to him too.
Yeah, because his cameraman was Catholic and everything, and he's like, it's like, well, you need to pray more about that. Just
yeah.
And it's like, oh my God. Wow.
Right.
Some crazy eyelashes and face stickers. And that reminds me of Mork from Ork, showing my age. There's some tiny Pride cowboy hats, if you want to wear a tiny hat or get one for your pet. More hats, rainbow hats, and tie-dye. And there's a white version of that cap, some more umbrellas, a bucket hat, also some larger rainbow cowboy hats right there. Those are fun. Some little flags, LGBTQ flags, a rainbow cape. You can become a superhero, and a pride tutu. So lots of fun stuff.
Word.
There you go. That's a look at the new Pride merchandise that is on the shelves at Walmart now. Go out there, get some. It's fun. Celebrate Pride. Fun items this year. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, click that like button to let the powers that be know that you like the video. And while you are at it, click on follow or subscribe, and you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.
Okay, this guy's account is Jim O'Rear's Wacky World. So
yeah, he's a stuntman apparently. And I was reading through the comments, and people were kind of getting on him, saying, well, why can't you guys just, like, make your own store and sell your own stuff so we don't have to deal with this? And he's, like, trying to throw all this crap back at them. And so they started using Bible verses. And he's like, so, he comes out, he says he's like a youth minister. He's like a youth minister.
Is he gay himself?
I think so. And if you go to his page, he's got some really racy things from like video games and like movies, you know, girls like half naked, really in like thongs. He's got like a lot of blood, guts, and gore on his page, and it's like,
wow.
That's exactly what you want from a youth minister, right?
A youth minister with all that stuff. I mean, that's screwed up.
And just the way that he is and how he comes off in his comments so snarky, it's like, yeah, he looks like somebody you'd really want to deal with, right?
Yes.
I'll lower you there. But, I do have a thing also for Fridays. It's Jordan Peterson's thoughts on this, as well as Emmanuel Mari. So he's like a I don't know, Orthodox Christian or Catholic or something. I'm not sure.
And then we're gonna
Jordan
have
Peterson, you know.
Our other one too for Friday.
Which one? Yes, and our own content from that.
Yeah.
One. So, but yeah, I have some interesting thoughts on that. And it was like, because it's talking about. And also what pride in general, pride not necessarily gay pride, but pride in general, why it's considered like the most deadly sin.
Yes.
And how it's the gateway to all other sins.
Exactly.
And it's like you can take pride in your work and in your, you know, like in your family and in good things, but it's like you cannot be prideful and like boastful.
Yes.
You know, so it's a slippery slope, but it's like a lot of it just sounds like Satanism. It's a worship and a love of self. And they always talk about that. They talk about self-love, you know, self-acceptance, and self. Never thinking about anything bigger or how they're impacting the world.
I know.
Them.
That's the problem.
So that's why it's like considered like the deadliest sin.
Exactly, it is. I know. Bug.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, I know.
I noticed there's a lot of kids in attendance here this year.
Oh, jackpot! I'm looking for a that's been tricked out to look like an ice cream truck. You know, colorful pictures of ice cream treats. And it plays a tune that's fun for the young children.
And for some of the kids who maybe saw some nudity here, maybe saw some twerking, what do you think about that?
Well, I suppose it's about trying new things, sampling sweet and the savory. Not being afraid to take everything life wants to throw up on into you.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful. If you are, it always helps me out if you smash that like button. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe or follow down below. I've got kind of, I'm trying to work a little bit more to make my videos a little more interesting, add a little more meat to them without making them too much longer, trying to make them a little more interesting. So I hope that I can achieve that, as opposed to talking about a single article for 12 minutes. I think that's a good thing. like if you agree. Anyway, Walmart, Pride Month is upon us. The tornado is coming in only 7 days. All of the corporations, except for ones that are located in, Arab countries, will change their logos to rainbows. And then for 30 days, they'll pretend they care about gay people just to sell themselves. It's called rainbow capitalism.
Okay, he just talked about how everybody's going to change their logos to the rainbow except
The Arabs.
Arab country. Now, we just saw something on that, didn't we? About Nike or somebody else and how they wouldn't change their logo or they got called out for it.
Yeah, I just don't know who it was.
Yeah, I don't either. I think it was Nike, wasn't it?
I don't know. If we can find that, we'll have to add it into this whole thing because, that's interesting. But she's right, though. I mean, like I said, even the maternity sites that I go to, like the Bump, it's all rainbow. All of their stuff is all like, their splash banners, rainbow and everything, and talking about inclusivity and love is love and all of that.
That is ridiculous.
Even on a maternity site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I support it, just as long as people don't actually think they give a dang about that community. Well, last year, if you remember, there was a massive boycott, that centered around Target. To give you kind of the TLDR, the short, like the overview of last year's backlash, it came down to this. There has been innumerable, Pride Month has been a thing, like my Dylan Mulvaney doll, by the way, she would like it Dylan would really like it if you liked the video. Anyway, Pride Month is a thing. I don't care. I'm not offended by it. I've never been offended by it. It's not for me. I don't care. As long as I can get around my life, get around without being, having it crammed in my face, because there is no straight Pride Month, which there should be, by the way. If there's a gay Pride Month, right? It's only fair. I'd like August. I think August would be awesome for straight pride. It's like kind of the money shot month in the Midwest for weather. So yeah, how about August? Anyway, they rolled out Pride like any other month, and except this time, they had pushed it a little too far. People were fine with Pride T-shirts and Pride this and Pride that, Pride koozies and mugs and hats. All this was fine. However, Target decided they were going to have tuck-friendly swimsuits. They were going to have products that were targeted towards kids. And the backlash was swift and brutal. Live and let live people like myself had finally had enough. It's like, okay, I don't care if you sell rainbow mugs or weird cringe gay puns or whatever to sell them stuff. That's okay. But, when you start targeting kids and you start having tuck-friendly, people were like, we've let it go too far. So this is from that initial backlash. Target reports first quarterly sales drop in over 6 years after Pride Month disaster. Target said its quarterly sales fell for the first time in 6 years. This was what happened last year leading up to this, as a result of customers' negative reaction to its spring Pride clothing that featured tuck-friendly swimwear. That is a swimsuit so a guy can hide his junk and pretend he's a woman, and LGBTQ-friendly gear for infants and childs. Like, the best case...
See, it gets absolutely ridiculous in this when you start targeting children. And that's more and more what they're trying to do. You see the... What do you call it? The parades. The parades are starting to target them. You've got the... what do you call it? There's the parades, and they're, cross-dressing. They're all trying to target kids and get kids, the transitioning. It's like, oh, no, you gotta get them young. You gotta do it young so that they don't commit suicide. When the evidence is there that suicide is there no matter what gender they want to be. It's just how it is. There's a lot more stuff that needs to be done.
The people that give people the best benefit of the doubt could say, oh, it's just for people buying for their kids. They got family members, whatever. But people had said, nah, dude, that's too much. I don't want to see onesies. I don't want to see gabies onesie stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So sales at the store and digital channels open for the last open for at least a year were off by 5.4% from the year earlier. So
on this list somewhere is somebody's trip to Disneyland like last week, and in their store they had a bunch of Pride stuff, and they had onesies and stuff.
Wow.
They were Mickey Mouse ears.
I'm trying to remember in Universal, did we see anything that was
No, but
Pride?
I did check, and they do have some. So we just didn't check the right store.
Yeah, I thought I might have seen some, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't really in the process of paying
Right,
attention.
we didn't have the money or anything.
Yeah.
it worked. It was an effective boycott. People were going into the store and dunking on them. Alex Stein was going viral, putting on the swimsuit. Everything was great. You know, the only thing I didn't agree with, obviously, was, you know, giving employees the business, because they obviously don't have anything to do with it. You know, you just work there. You're not picking which items go on. So the backlash got so bad that Target ended up pulling a bunch of the Pride stock, hiding it in the back of the stores, and then it was so bad that this year, Target basically said, we're not carrying it anymore. That's what, I mean, literally, Target was like, nah, player, we're good. We got pummeled into oblivion last time. We're cool. We're not even going to carry it. We don't want extra trouble. We don't want extra drama. We're just good on all that. I don't care if they want to carry ball caps, Pride ball caps, or whatever, this kind of stuff. Just stay away from the kids. It is a totally reasonable thing that most people, even in the LGBTQ community, agree with. But some woke weirdo decided to push too far and they got punished. This year, they're out completely, right? People are just like, nah, I don't want, I'm proud of you always bibs for infants. That's too much. It's too much. It got unchecked. We let stuff go on too long. I'm including myself. It was my fault. I should have called it out earlier, but they kept calling people phobic, and then we gave them too much. Leash, and so we had tuck-friendly swimsuits, and that got squashed. Right? Walmart, which has been reaping much of the benefits, because for the most part, they were untouched by the controversy. Now, Walmart sells plenty of Pride stuff. They always have over the years, except not for kids, which I think, again, most people are fine with. Except now we had this. Walmart hasn't read the room. We don't want you queering our kids and our culture. I don't know exactly. You can see as Target now has said they're only putting Pride sections up in select stores and dumbing down kids' Pride products. Has Walmart taken the opposite position? Walmart had Pride sections in years past, but not in the children's section. Oh, by the way, they do, and I have pictures of that, which I'm going to show you. Mm-hmm. They have Pride stuff in the toy section for kids. You see this, Ollie London. Walmart launches a new Pride Always collection to push LGBTQIA++ LMNOP ideology. Mm-hmm. As part of the collaboration, the retailer has launched products including a Beyond Gender notebook. One of the LGBTQ designers said, I'm very excited to use it with my kids.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm not going to bury this part.
Wow. That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, they're adding stuff into the toy section for kids.
Yeah, did he show pictures of it? Is he showing?
Not yet.
Okay.
He might, though.
That's crazy, dude.
That is. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, eat my dinner.
Get out of there. No.
Here's a picture of Pride merchandise in the toy section. All right. Again, is it a...
Did you want to see it, hon?
Yeah, hold on. I'm getting a chair so I can sit down.
Okay. Let Never get a chair and come join us.
Don't let her get in that bag.
Where is the bag?
On the ground next to you.
Okay. Hi, Patty. Really? As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a little snitch here. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people.
Is she on stream?
Kinda.
Watch her to bump it. Begging. I'm gonna pull her this way.
She got a piece of bread.
Okay. Stay on this side.
That way.
Okay, good girl.
Yep. That's one of our babies.
She's very well trained.
Yep.
She could have been a hot dog. She was really like that. Not like Loki. Loki was a slacker. He's a stoner. She's not a stoner.
No.
All right.
You might want to get the bag really fast.
I'm gonna hook her up and then.
Okay.
I'll be right there.
Not a problem. Just one more second, ladies and gentlemen.
So you can be over here with us now. Okay. Voila. Okay, let's see this nonsense. Oh my god.
Bit of a stretch. Would 2011 Jeremy, would 2020 Jeremy say, it's wherever they put the whatever? Yeah. But now I'm punished, Jeremy. I was punished last
You
year
almost was in the
by
section
giving
I
the
saw
benefit
it.
of the
Yeah,
doubt.
yes.
And we have it in the toys. It's literally in the toy section. This is Barbie dolls right here. And here's a Pride kiosk. And then there's Pride Squishmallows. Are Squishmallows still a thing? They were popular for like a second, right?
We have a bunch.
You see this, like,
I
hey
see
kid,
them
want to
everywhere
change your
in Walmart.
gender? Says Target dog emerging from clothes rack. I mean, it's
The Squishmallows are still very popular.
So they even have Pride versions of that.
Yeah, Pride versions of the. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, the Squishmall, and he even said there were Barbie dolls.
Huh.
He said that was over here.
Well, it says that this is the toy section, so you can tell that there's Barbie dolls over there by
Yeah.
being the toy section. So I don't know that they necessarily have Pride themed Barbie dolls.
Wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't either. I mean, they're.
I mean, I would imagine that's one of the first things they did.
Imagine. Oh my god. I hope it's on here. I heard somewhere again that they're making like Barbie dolls, or they're making dolls now, like with surgery scars. And stuff.
Yes, I remember seeing that.
Oh, was that on?
But it's like non-binary Barbie.
Yes. Jeez. Go ahead.
Where do we draw the line, ladies and gentlemen?
it's real. They're really putting it in the toy section. I'm not saying you have to put it behind a beaded door and have people checking ID, but I mean, have some idea of where you're putting it. So here's the video then that they put out. We're going to take a look at their merchandise too in a second.
Pride always, I feel like, is not just a slogan. It's that sense of community at the end of the day.
Sense of community. Okay.
Really, really grateful.
So introducing our Pride Always, Tommy from Zaddy Earth.
Had a little bit of happiness.
Not gay. Okay.
Reflection.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, nothing says gay like a fanny pack on a guy.
Important to me.
Here's a notebook for kids that says Beyond Gender. Again, is it the worst offender I've ever seen? No. But I'm no longer giving weirdos the benefit of the doubt. I can't. I have been punished repeatedly for doing that. So you have the Beyond
Positive
Gender
and
stuff.
uplifting. Choosing a favorite piece is sort of like choosing a favorite child. Feels a little.
Why don't they have any regular looking LGBT people,
Right.
by the way? Why are they all like the caricatures? Like every gay person I know dresses like anybody else, but they get these like people. I mean, okay, I guess these people aren't. You know, this individual's wearing a corduroy onesie, and is practically bursting out of it around the midsection. Here's iDubbbz, I guess, selling it too. It's so wild. You know, they think they're too big and could sustain a boycott. They didn't learn from Target and Bud Light, apparently. I'm proud of my family. I'm proud of my country. But I do not have to be proud of someone else's choice. Stop shoving it down our throats. I think that...
What?
Campbell, you better not be trying to get out.
No, she's I'm here.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
And like, I'll see what's up. I mean, Petty's still laying down. He might just be yelling at her because she's over here getting attention.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Anyway, they trying to remember where I was going with that now that we got interrupted. There was obviously Target had an issue, but there was Budweiser. What was the other one? Doritos, and then Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness. Most of that has more to do with the trends, which is pretty much all this has become, is about the trends.
Pretty much. I mean, that's what like Budweiser was pretty much.
It was trans because it was Dylan Mulvaney,
Yeah.
I believe. So, Yeah, so it's not so much the LGB part, it's the TQ plus I, it's like all of the whole alphabet that goes beyond
And I think that the LGB should break away from the TQ
plus.
plus.
You're right, exactly.
I really do, because that is causing them a headache that they do not need anymore.
Because they did work really hard to
Yeah, they did.
basic civil rights, legal rights and acknowledgement, but now we have to have visibility and we have to have pride in it, and it's like that we achieved that. So yeah, now it's just gone on to be
a whole different thing.
Yeah. And then they were talking about like having pride in your country and stuff. Well, that can also be the same sort of thing. There's a lot of people that I know that they put their country above all other things, including God and all that. So pride in that way is also just as bad. Anytime, like you said, there's an excessive amount of attention being put on something that isn't like the higher power.
Yes, excess is another one, just like the pride. Pride, excess, any of those are a bad thing.
And like they said, pride is the gatekeeper, and it leads to all this. And I can see that, because it's like pride does lead to greed, and pride does lead to lust, and pride does lead to self and gluttony.
Yes. Thank you.
Good animals. Bugs.
That's kind of a normal reaction. Like, people are kind of like, yeah, go do your thing, but like maybe don't put your stuff in the toy section. And you can look. Again, I'm not making it up. Here's a picture. They're clearly not just there for a minute. That's where they are, right? They're put in with the toys. I mean, this is from May 21st. This is from 2 days ago. You guys are going to go after Walmart next, right? They got a whole Pride collection. I actually don't care that they sell it on their website. Here you go, cancel Walmart. They have Pride merchandise. Again, selling $3 pillows. I mean, I don't care if they have Pride merchandise. I know some people do, and that's okay. But don't put it by the kids, and don't have stuff that targets kids, and it looks like they can't stop that. And you say no one has to go along with this stuff. These woke companies don't learn. Crazy, the same mistake is being made. It's not even June yet. They just can't wait. This is, again, by the way, back in May, Target will discontinue the sale of Pride collection in most stores due to significant public backlash. Well, nobody cared about your Pride stuff when you weren't targeting kids. Now, I don't care that Walmart's website sells a bunch of Pride stuff. That's not for kids, right? I mean, I guess, you could make the argument, obviously kids can go on the internet, kids can, whatever that case may be. But, ultimately, I'm less worried about this than when you're literally putting it in the toy section, which I found multiple pictures of. I'm not sure exactly how they thought that this would go, what they thought this would, again, you want to do a Pride TikTok, that's fine. Just keep the stuff away from kids, which apparently is impossible. Challenge, difficulty, impossible. You want to have website where you have Zaddy, ink meets paper. You want to have all this kind of stuff going on. I actually don't care. It's on your website. You got to buy it with a credit card. Kids aren't really shopping the Walmart website very much. Fine. They're still trying to push this Elliot Page thing. Elliot Page is not happy. I don't care how many times you try to tell me she is, or they are. Elliot Page is not happy. That person looks deeply unhappy. So you want to sell this stuff, that's fine. But queer people have magic. Walmart now announces new Pride collection. Here's another one. Walmart Pride selection really went from a whole aisle to this tiny box. So they have taken basically the smallest possible section that they could, and they still couldn't help themselves from targeting kids.
See, that's like the area that I found at Michael's. You just get this little section, but they have to put it in still.
I'm starting to think, though, that we should have gone shopping and started looking for it in May.
Yes.
Because it's like, it's like every other holiday. They sell a bunch of their shit.
Way
before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, next year.
Yeah, we'll go out sooner and see.
But, yeah, because you brought that up. You said it was like stuff was like 40% off. So
yeah.
It was already on its discount. So
on a discount phase, yeah.
So, yeah, so they probably sell it all beforehand. So, yeah, next time we'll check in May.
Yes, we will.
But, yeah.
This one's almost over.
Okay.
Still couldn't help themselves. So You know what? If people boycott them, if people get pissed off about this, I mean, I understand exactly why. Keep it out of the toy section. Stop targeting kids. I guess that's impossible. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Disney Springs. Today,
Get back to the damn playlist. This is Disney's. Yeah, hope you won't take that. Let's see if I can do this without screwing us up here. Maybe I can just find it.
I noticed there's a lot of kids in attendance here this year.
hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Disney Springs.
I'm sorry about that. I'm not taking a chance with copyright.
No.
So you can see, like, they had a whole lot more stuff.
Yes.
See, they have more here. Way more stuff.
For sure.
This is San Francisco, though. Looks like it's gonna make me go jump around. See, they had way more stuff. I don't even think it can hear us right now. I don't know. It might be able to. Pronoun pens.
Wow. God. Trans. That was one of them.
Yeah. It's not gay, you know?
No.
Okay, so Sky. That'll be next week. Where is it? There's yours. Where is it? Damn it. How do you get out of this?
Right there, hon.
The drop down? This guy. Why did you jump all around? This guy. So he's gonna show. Oh, hold on. Oh, dog. Okay, sorry about the copyright. I'm not taking a chance.
Yeah.
So this guy, he has a Christian perspective on it, and he's going to show you a little bit more detail about some of the items that are being offered.
All right.
At Walmart this year. So it seems like some Walmarts did like double down on it. But,
Yes. But not the ones in Bakersfield that I saw.
No, so it's pretty much a pride-free zone. That's where you're going to find the, camouflage and the American flag. You know, the full-size American flag on the back of the car.
There was a lot of, like, 4th of July stuff. They had that in full swing.
See, so then, yeah, that's next month. So, yeah, we need to check in May then.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking it would be any different, but I'm going to move you down as far as I can. Okay, I might have to bring you and put you in the middle. How's that?
Yeah, middle.
Okay.
Well, guys, we're coming into June, which means it's that time of year again where all of the companies in the Western Hemisphere are promoting Pride Month. And so this year, it's going to be a little bit different. If you remember, there was a lot of backlash for Target last year for all of the crazy stuff that they were promoting, particularly to kids. This year, it's going to look a little bit different, but I want you to see Target looks like they're going to actually scale back on this stuff. But then you have another company that's doubling down and going in this direction. And I want you to stick around to the end of this video because the point of me talking about this topic is not to bash people and not to create animosity towards anybody, but to show you the reality of where we are headed as a society by moving in this direction. There was a new piece of news that came out, which to me is some of the most grievous news I've ever heard in regards to protecting young ones. But without further ado, let's take a look at this. So the Associated Press just put out this the other day, announcing that Target is planning on reducing the number of stores carrying Pride-themed merchandise after last year's backlash. Do you remember what happened last year? Do you remember how they had all these images of, they had all of these swimsuits that were tuck friendly and binding friendly, and basically promoting these things to children? I mean, it's a family store, and you walk in, you see this giant display, and they create these products that are available for kids who shouldn't be thinking about this stuff at the young age that they are, but nevertheless, this is what Target was doing. They were promoting this sort of stuff. And I think because of the response of people, of parents who were so upset by this, they decided, hey, we're not going to shop at Target anymore. They lost, I believe, about $9 billion in just 1 week. Here's a clip kind of breaking down what happened the past year.
How did we go from this to this?
Victoria, I'm going to go ahead and use a phrase that those of used to love. They are a private company and they can do what they want. And it's not surprising to me whatsoever that you would be so unbelievably disingenuous. Like, of course you show this article that says they removed it after threats. No, they removed it because they lost $9 billion in a week. Like, do you understand? It took Bud Light more than a month to lose that much money. They did this in 6 days because unlike Bud Light, who was only for the demographic of young drunks, Target was with children. Target put out clothing that was encouraging little children to tuck or bind their body parts. And parents, who happen to be Target's #1 customers, responded with their purses and their wallets. So no, Target didn't take down that because they were worried about the safety of their employees. They took it down because they want to stay in business. And as a private company, they should be able to do whatever they want. Right, Victoria?
Republicans,
so
how did
here's
we
the
go
thing,
from
like, this is where it gets just so crazy for me, and this is where I get so frustrated about the direction that the culture's going, that big business is going, because I mean, it's so hard not to buy your daily essentials from a place like Target or a place like Walmart. Like, where else are you going to go to get your shampoo? Where else are you going to go to get your laundry detergent? And yet you and I, if you agree that this sort of agenda that's being promoted is not God's best. If you want to live your life that way, great. But why is our culture so obsessed with promoting and flaunting what people's sexual preferences are?
That's what I don't get.
Like, if that's not the definition of perversion, I don't know what is. If you want to live your life and do what you want to do behind closed doors, great.
I was trying to think of something to like equate that with, because they're always saying, well, we were born this way, we don't have a choice, so we might as well be proud in our bodies, right? Why isn't there stuff for that for like Down syndrome? Why isn't there Down syndrome Pride Month?
But see, that's not what it's about, because they're not trying to say that, oh, we're happy in our bodies. They're trying to convince themselves.
Right. I mean, it's like it's some kind of a rhetorical question, you know? I get it, but it's just, you know.
Yeah, no, I know you. I'm just saying.
It's a good prompt, you know, but like, yeah, it's like, I mean, that just seems like it's such common sense to me.
Yeah,
it is. Like, where's cerebral palsy Pride Month, you know, disabilities Pride Month.
Where's Alzheimer's Pride Month?
It's like, you know, they have like awareness days.
Yep.
You know, and they always talk about the military thing. Not like, you know, we stand outside of that kind of construct. But it's but it does make sense. Why wouldn't the military get like a whole month?
They should. I mean, why can't there be a straight Pride Month then?
Right. I know, like they said, August. August, it sounds like a good month to have that.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
and for those people that say, well, you already do.
I don't get
Show
that,
it to me. So, we don't.
So there's notebooks out there saying, I love to kiss girls, you know, with a boy on it, you know, and a bunch of holes and stuff, kissing and stuff, right? Did we get that? We didn't get that. Like I said, if you go to Spencer's, you might find some crass remark about male-female interactions, but beyond that,
yes.
Where's our display? Where does it literally say straight pride?
Exactly.
And they assigned you and me and all other straight people literally this. This is our flag. That's exactly what we get. We get the black and white. So we get no color. You know? It's like they strip us of everything.
Yeah, they do.
They try to make themselves look better.
Oh, and you notice it's like jail colors.
It is, isn't it? Oh my god. It's like, this isn't done on purpose. This was just cheap fabric that we happen to have.
Yeah.
But no, that's literally what we get is black and white.
Exactly.
No color, no depth to it. And they even say that if you fly this flag, you're a transphobe. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, so we can't even just have, oh, that's right. There is one that has like a V or something, a colored V through it, which is supposed to symbolize that you're straight pride ally.
Yeah, you're a friend, you're an ally.
But, we don't have any of those things.
Nope.
Like I said, they want to say they're born this way, they can't control it. What about all those others?
And there's a big difference. The gay, you know, I hear all these people talking about, hey, you know, God made me this way. when in reality, it's, what do you call it,
Free will.
free will.
An original sin.
Yeah, an original sin that did this.
Yeah.
Because you know, God cannot affect free will. Free will survives in all of us. We have the right to choose our path. Free will is what makes us either go for him or complete opposite against him. Partying, you know, sinful nature. Or you can go
Live humbly
and
and
live,
righteously.
yes, humbly and righteously.
Like, even from a comedic standpoint, I think that we used to say if it was said that if you feel like a man trapped inside a woman's body, then clearly you did something wrong in a past life that you are now, you have to learn from in this life. So
Yes.
so you still, I believe that they feel that way, and I do believe it happens, and I do believe that sometimes chromosomes and stuff can get screwed up from medications in utero and everything. I do believe that. But you were put there in that position to overcome those challenges.
Yes.
And to make something of it, not to take the easy way out and just be like, oh, this is just how I am and I'm proud about it.
Exactly.
And it's like, we got a new person, Robin Arrivo. Hello.
How is it going? We are talking about the whole Walmart stuff that's been going on with the yes, Robert, okay.
It's Robert.
Yeah.
Robert, okay. Sorry. I don't think I saw the name last time. So.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So
Glad you're with us.
Yep, glad you could join us. All right.
But why does it have to be promoted everywhere, all over the place? Why does it have to be promoted in a Target? You don't see any other sort of sexually, either explicit or at least suggestive content or products in Target at all, at least not on display. But it's like this movement just needs to be out in the open, which just blows my mind. So while Target is walking that thing back this year, because they want to make sure that they don't get punched in the bottom line like they did last year, Walmart is sticking to their guns. Walmart promotes Pride merchandise as Target scales back following backlash. So they're already on top of this. Like this is a great money-making tool, at least in their mind, for that whole side of the demographic that is championing this narrative, or at least an ally to this narrative. Listen to this. Walmart promoted its new Pride apparel on social media ahead of Pride Month on Saturday, writing on Instagram, not just a slogan, Pride always as a reminder to lead with love. The company's promotion comes just weeks after Target said its Pride collection would only be available in select stores, following a major backlash by conservatives last year. Or just common sense parents, like not even just conservatives. Target has had June Pride Month displays.
Why does it automatically have to be conservatives?
Because that you must be conservative in order to think that way.
It's crazy. It's like they just automatically pin it to one demographic.
Exactly.
That has a problem with this, and it's always conservatives.
Yeah.
I was like, I would hope that, like you said, just common sense parenting and common sense people would see that was just like a big mistake.
Exactly. It's like the trans kids minor thing.
Yeah.
And it's just.
I got some stuff for Friday's live regarding that. It's pretty fresh and everything. So we'll just continue the sin of pride until the end of this month, and then we'll move on with the rest of them.
Yeah, because we got a lot of stuff to go over.
There's been an amazing amount of stuff, especially from the street preachers.
And the fact that it just started.
I know.
And we've already gotten.
I know, and then of course our original content that's going to be coming out.
Yes.
As well. We'll talk about that. So,
yep, that's going to be fun.
From our own neck of the woods.
With rainbow and LGBTQ plus messaging for years, but the addition of products such as female-style swimsuits that can be used to tuck male genitalia outraged many consumers last year, as it should. That is just mind-blowing that this has become so normalized. Here's the ad. Here's the video that Walmart just put out on Instagram.
Queer people have magic that we can share. We're lucky enough to be in the Walmart Pride collection this year. Total dream come true.
It's not every day that I see my products in a Walmart.
It's important to me to share my art.
No one can make the art that you make. No one can say the things the way you say them. There's a lot of opportunity to uplift with a bit of playfulness and imperfection.
The world needs to hear what you have to say. And
I just wonder too, so by the way, this is Bianca. She's the artist behind this whole thing. And if you saw some of the stuff on her page or on the thing that she was promoting, there was a skull on there. If you go to some of her other products, you have things like this that say queer magic. And then you have, let's see what else. One of the things that's interesting, and you really wouldn't have eyes to see it unless you understood the spiritual realm, but this whole evil eye thing, this thing has just been dominating the culture. People think that this is a tool to ward off.
Hold on, there's cars coming.
That's a quad.
Okay, they kept going. So even in our culture, if it's a bare eye like that, that's the evil eye.
Yeah,
That's exactly why we wear the eyeliner and everything that we wear, and why it's represented with makeup to protect against it.
Exactly, and look at that. They've got the freaking rainbow on it.
And it's like, that's Illuminati stuff right there.
That is absolutely ridiculous that they would try to utilize that.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to see this one, because he goes into depth more a little bit about, like you said, like you know about spiritual stuff. You know,
yeah,
it's the symbolism that's going on into it. So.
It's crazy.
Negative energy to ward off negative or bad spirits. This actually is inviting demonic spirits in your life. When you do stuff like this, when you engage in the New Age and all these sorts of relics, and that this has some ties to Mesopotamian culture and things like that, this all leads to the demonic. And then when you have stuff like this, like skulls, like this sort of thing, query and eerie sticker. People might say, Cap, you're grasping at straws here. I'm just saying that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, or the artist creates. This is the spirit behind this entire agenda. You don't see anything about glorifying.
Yeah, this seems very demonic, like drawn.
Yeah, like he said, art is a representation of what your soul is reflecting.
Yes.
And so this is a symbolism behind something that's supposed to be so sacred.
And
it's dark.
And it truly is demonic, though.
It really is.
That's what it comes from. And so it's really no wonder that they're using it and drawing more out of it.
Like I said, I just see it as literally Satanism.
Yeah.
Setiism. It was
exactly.
Like just love of self.
Yes.
And it's like, it's just all dark behind it. There's nothing beyond.
Because you said it's love of self. So therefore, they could love nobody else over themselves.
Right. Exactly.
Being like that.
And it's like a lot of them even have problems with their relationships. You see a lot of them having, the lesbian divorce rate is twice as much as the straight divorce rate.
Yes.
And the divorce rate is already, 50%?
Oh my, it's ridiculous.
And so it's like, and then you've got double that. So
yes.
It's like almost guaranteed to fail. With a lesbian relationship.
It's bad.
You see a lot of domestic abuse within the same-sex male relationships. So it's like, because of that pride in self and that love of self, like you said, they can't love anything above themselves.
Exactly.
And you got that,
yes.
that conflict, yeah. But it's dark.
It is. It's very dark.
God with this sort of stuff. And here's the thing, man. Like, these are people. These are people made in the image of God. I have no animosity towards these people at all. I wish them the best. I want them to experience forgiveness for their sin. I want them to experience the abundant life that Jesus paid a high price for them to experience. But there is a spirit behind this thing that is taking this culture down such a dark place. And I'm going to show you exactly where it's taking us. But before I do, I want to give you some hope. Because the reality is that you and I, we don't need to go and carry pitchforks and torches into these stores, but we can make decisions about where we shop so that we don't need to be supporting companies that are promoting values that we don't agree with at all. You might be thinking, well, where do I buy my toothpaste? Where do I buy my laundry detergent? Where will I buy my deodorant? Well, we have an option that I want to share with you. Me and my team have been working on this project called Switch with Cap. You can buy these products that you would use every single day otherwise. Yeah. The benefit of these, though, is that they're non-toxic. They're actually made in America. They're not made in China or in another country where you'd be supporting another communist country's values that obviously don't align with ours. But what's also amazing about what we do is we support Made in America manufacturing that doesn't promote these demonic messages. So you actually can choose. You don't have to go and start a fight, but what you can do is you can decide, you know what? I can vote for my values every single month with the products that I purchase. And you can do that by going to switchwithcap.com and scheduling a call with my team. There's no headlocks. You don't have to purchase anything on this first call, but the team would love to explain to you more thoroughly how you can make a simple switch with the products that you'd be buying from a Walmart every single month anyway. And instead of buying from them and supporting that, you can support Made in America manufacturing, non-toxic products, affordable prices, and non-woke messages. So go to switchwithcap.com. But let me share with you why this whole thing concerns me. Because you might be thinking, Cap, you're getting all riled up about this, and I feel pretty calm, as much as I feel like this is just getting completely out of hand in the culture. But why does it matter that a Target is even doing this at all? Why does it matter that a Walmart's doing this at all? Because we are normalizing perversion. The word of God is very clear. God created you and me in a way where, yes, we desire that type of intimacy, but it is meant to operate and function in a fruitful and flourishing way inside the confines of covenantal marriage, a relationship specifically between one man and one woman, one husband, one wife for life. And if we don't come back to that, we're going to see this culture continue to spiral out of control. Divorce rates go up, lots of confusion. People don't even know who they are. These people, unfortunately, it's an identity crisis. People don't know who they are, and so they go to these ends to figure out how they can be accepted. And I don't blame them for trying. I've tried to find my identity, all sorts of different immoral things before Jesus found me and forgave me of my sin, and I had an encounter with him. But the end of this road is purely destruction. And we're seeing it happen in real time. Look at what just happened in Germany the other day. Look at this. Germany knocks down child, you know what, sentencing to just a misdemeanor rather than needing to do time in prison. Look at this. Germany's parliament has voted to remove the possession of child blank abuse materials as a criminal offense. The country's criminal code will no longer include the section pertaining to child you-know-what. Bundestag Parliament voted Thursday. Once the bill goes into effect, minimum sentencing for holding child blank materials will be reduced and the criminal charge will become a misdemeanor. Possession and acquisition should be punishable with a minimum penalty of 3 months imprisonment and distribution with a minimum penalty of 6 months imprisonment and distribution with a minimum penalty of 6 months imprisonment, the bill states. And the reason why people are saying that they needed to do this was because they're like, well, what happens if you find this in your school and you need to report it to the police and all of a sudden you're in possession of it because you're transferring it from the person that has it to the police? Well, they're not making provision for that very specific situation at all. They're just...
Yeah, that like what he was about to say, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I cannot believe that. That means that they're not just doing it for that one sentence.
No, that's the law now.
Yeah, that's the law. You are not getting anything over a misdemeanor for possession of that.
That's basically like a marijuana charge out here, you know?
Yes.
Like if you're traveling around with too much marijuana.
So let's not care that children were mentally, physically abused within the making of it.
And just give them a slap on the...
Yeah, and let's just give the people that did it a slap on the wrist, or the people that look at it. Regardless of your situation, you should be sentenced for that.
It's disgusting.
It is ridiculous.
And so that was Germany.
Yeah.
That's still part of the West, you know.
It is.
That's the European culture. It's only a matter of time. You know, and I told you that it was like that wasn't going to happen.
I know.
It's like, literally 3 years ago, I said, no way. I'm like, they have to draw the line at biology.
Yeah, and nope.
They don't anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah, on that one we were talking about it and stuff, and I said, just wait. Pretty soon, the child sex offenders are going to be claiming that they are like, a little boy, a little girl. I identify as this. I identify as a girl. I identify as a boy. And that person was like, no, there's no way. The law is gonna have to stick, and everything will be tried for what it is, and it's happening.
It was even worse because now they don't even have to identify as that. They could just be a minor attracted person.
Yes, yeah, these new. Well, you shouldn't get at them because they're just a minor attracted person. They're not gonna do any harm until they do, and then what? Oh, well, it was once. They won't do it again, and then they offend again. I mean, it's sickening.
They say that it's like they've made the conscious commitment, the conscious decision not to act upon their impulses.
Yes.
So we're just supposed to be okay with that. We're supposed to be okay with the idea that they made a moral decision not to touch them.
Or if you go to a park and there's one of them sitting at a bench watching your kid, you're supposed to be okay. Well, they did not, do anything. They're not acting on it, so therefore, who knows what's going through their head.
Yeah, it's a mental illness.
It irks me. We have a son and another one on the way, and I would kill if something happened.
I mean, it's like just to see people even glance in any kind of capacity, it's like you get defensive.
Yes.
It's like you're just super aware.
You do.
When you go into the city, you're super aware. And it's like, and then you do have parents that are okay with the minor attracted people and shit.
Exactly.
They're okay with it, and that's the problem, man.
Hey, Sancho.
Hey.
How you doing, man? Glad to see you, too.
Right on. Let's,
Ready?
Yeah, continue.
Saying if you have it, not a big deal. It'll just be treated as a misdemeanor. Are you kidding me? Do you not realize this is the gateway for child trafficking? This, because people are not satisfied enough with, normal pornography. They're not satisfied with that enough, so then they go to the next thing. They go to the next thing. And then all of a sudden, the dopamine in their brain isn't working well enough, so they have to go to the unthinkable in order to actually get their fix. This is what happens, man. This is why people end up going to this stuff. It's because the other stuff doesn't do what it used to do for them. And so here we are. You're seeing this happen in Germany, so buckle up. Unless we do something, unless the Church of Jesus Christ stands up and does something about this, this is going to be coming right to our backyard in the next few years. Mark my words. Unless we do something, unless the people of God stand up.
I just want to say it already has. It's not even the fact that it's going to come. It has, and it is out there.
We have it here in California. California is a sanctuary state for all of this degeneracy. For
the trans, minor trans.
Yep.
Yeah, California is a sanction that.
Same thing with abortions.
Yeah.
They
they can come and they'll get everything done and not be,
judged.
And it's absolutely ridiculous.
Against this sort of stuff, we will see this happen in this country. And when we do, you're going to see that the demand for this will increase. So what's going to happen? There's going to need to be a supply. People are going to go get that supply and provide that supply. And you know who's going to be hurt because of it? The kids are going to be hurt because of it. Yeah. So this matters, man. This is not something that we can take lightly. I think the problem today is that we have so many Christians who think that sticking our nose into this fight, quote unquote, is being intolerant, being unkind. Man, there's a way that we can talk about this that respects the dignity of people that are lost. Lost as all get out. And they think that the way that they're handling this right now is the path to freedom. we can handle those conversations with tact and grace. I want to. As a pastor, like Jesus came for those people too. They're not the enemy. But we also need to understand that loving people does not mean that we allow another group of people to be actually victimized in the process. And if we don't do something about this, we have an entire young generation that is being propagated this stuff on social media every single day, which is why you're seeing the numbers increase in this country and around the world of people who identify with this, people that want to go with irreversible surgeries and operations so that they can finally become the gender that they feel most comfortable with. By the way, I could show you another study after this that just came out that shows that people who have gone through that type of transition are astronomically more likely to take their own life than those who don't. So this lie that we got to let these people go through this sort of stuff, especially the children, we got to make sure that children don't end up offing themselves because we don't give them access to this type of quote unquote healthcare. No, the data actually says the opposite. If you take people, this is just common sense. If you take people through that process, that's irreversible, when they don't even have the ability to make proper decisions for themselves, they will be more likely to take their own life down the road. This is a humanitarian crisis. And it's not the humanitarian crisis that this entire community says that it is because they feel victimized. And I'm not minimizing like hate crimes and things like that. I'm sure that's real to a certain extent. All that sort of stuff. But the way that it is being handled is not the solution. The solution is we got to come back to the Word of God. I want to challenge you. Are you somebody this month that is praying for God to fill you up with His Spirit, praying that you would be able to rightly divide the word of truth, praying that you'd be able to have honest conversations with your loved ones, with your neighbors, with your family, with your coworkers, not to come against them, but to help people, lead them to freedom. Buckle up. This message, we know that this message is the stench of death to those who are perishing. The message of the cross, people aren't going to like it that are stuck in darkness and want to stay in darkness. But we must also remember that it is the fragrance of life to those who God is setting free. We got to be people that are willing to share that message. Pray, share the message, be someone that can preach the word of God in season and out of season. And also practically, let's think about where we're spending our money. I'm so sick of spending my money at a company like this that has no problem promoting this stuff. And I feel a lot better by switching a lot of my shopping to what we're doing here. I want to invite you to do the same. Go to switchwithcap.com to schedule that call with my team to learn more. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. There's some scripture in the comments to help encourage us as we engage in a fight not against flesh and blood, but against principalities in the unseen world that want to take this next generation. In Jesus' name, it won't happen on my watch, and I hope it doesn't happen on yours as well. Amen. Subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Hello, friends. It's Jim O'Rear. Welcome back to Jim O'Rear's
All right, we saw that one.
I don't think I have anything left on there. Oh, I have the Disney. I have
Yes.
Disney Pride.
Oh, I don't want.
Sorry, guys.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Disney Springs. Today we're shopping for Pride merch. So, for those of you who don't already know, June is Pride Month, which means that we start to see...
Alright, there's this one here about 10 minutes long, and with talking points it'll be a little longer. We'll go over this one, and then I'm going to call the stream, but I appreciate everybody showing up, so let's see what this person had to say.
A lot of different merchandise dropping all over the place, but even here at Walt Disney World as well. And I heard that the merch has already dropped, so I want to go check it out. We're going to make our way to World of Disney to do just that, see what's on the shelves, see how it looks, see if we like any of it. And I want to see if the collection is as diverse as last year's collection was, because I did really like how last year's collection had a little bit of something for everyone. So we'll just have to see what's available. I can't wait to go check it out, and I'm taking you with me, so let's get in there. Now, as per usual, there's no guarantee that we're going to find what we're looking for. There's also no guarantee that we're going to find all of the merch in this collection. Also, before we get in there, quick little disclaimer. I don't really care about your political affiliations or personal beliefs. We're just looking at merchandise. So if this is going to be too much for you, click away now. All right, let's get in there. All right, so we are breezing past most of this today because, like I said...
Yes, we were just at Universal Studios. And the price there alone, not to mention, like, I'm sure Disneyland is a little more.
I don't know, it seemed like they were actually a little bit better. Like, some of their stuff at animals are like $35 to $40.
But I mean, some of the smaller things at Universal
Those were astronomical.
were up to like $40. Like, 35 seemed to be a very common price for most things.
30, 35.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
And it was just like things that you're looking like, are you kidding me?
like that little toad hat.
Yeah.
And $40 for that.
Yes.
$40 for the Luigi hat and stuff, you know. It's like, whoa, God.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And you have to remember, though, like, Disney is traditionally marketed. I know there's such thing as Disney adults and everything now, but traditionally marketed for children, right?
Yes.
And you're going to see a bunch of stuffed animals and a bunch of, like, kids stuff in here that's Pride related. But, yeah. I want to yell at this guy if he keeps doing this shit.
I don't know what they're doing. So yeah, let's move on.
We want to see that Pride merch, and I think it's going to be, but I'm not sure. So if you're here at Disney Springs, the Pride merch or new merch that drops tends to be in this middle section, which is where we are now. So we came from the bathrooms that are over by Amorette's, like it's like the entrance near the bathrooms, and we're now at the entrance that is just across from the stage, and you can see we definitely have Pride merch here. So let's take a look and see what we have today. Start over here, and it looks like, of course, we have a Stitch plush, super cute, $34.99. We have a baseball jersey. There's the back of it right there. And then here is the front. Feels pretty good quality. Does anyone remember when this was like on all the clothes in the 90s? Reminds me of my childhood. $74.99 for that. Then we have a t-shirt over here. Real quick though, I do like that they have the baseball jersey because that feels like a style that they're doing all over the place right now. So it's nice that they have that. Have this t-shirt, no price on it. Little Mickey right there. Rainbow Mickey on the side. Nothing on the back. This is the most disappointing type of merchandise that they sell at Walt Disney World. Similar to the like military appreciation collection where they just put a little thing and they're like, it's done. I don't like that. Super lazy. Anyway, moving on to headbands. These are super cute. I don't know what's up with this. It seems like it's spinny, but we do have these ear headbands. They are $34.99 or $30 each when you buy two, so these are also part of the current deal. This design is super cute. It caught Russ's eye and he really liked it. I do like it too. It's definitely not for me because it's so busy, but I do think it's really cute. So there's that. We do have the matching Loungefly. Of course we do, with the same pattern as the ears. Are these Loungefly ears? No, they're not Loungefly ears. And I will say, this does feel a little bit like cheap leather, so it makes me worry that it's going to peel, but that's just my opinion on that. We have the Loungefly, which is super cute. Oh, look at the straps. I love the straps. Really cute. Okay, this one is $78. We have this. Is this a crop top? I feel like I am always confused nowadays. We have this, I'm calling it a crop top, $34.99 here. Cute little design. There's definitely nothing on the back. Oh, hold on. There is something on the back. I love this. This is exactly the type of thing that I'm into.
Like we had talked about before, if Walt Disney had seen what his products have become,
oh my God,
he'd be rolling in his grave right now.
Yeah, like, it's not even just this I mean, they have several shows and stuff that center around like lesbian and gay characters as
Yes.
well. But it's just the whole wokeness of all of it, including like the Snow White thing.
Yeah.
It's like Snow White, they hired a Mexican girl to play her.
Yes.
And then they changed the dwarves into different magical, diverse creatures.
Yeah, because they didn't want to do that and upset people.
You know, it's like, you know, the Little Mermaid, I know they changed that around, and that was a little bit, you know, controversial.
Cleopatra?
Yeah, well, that's Netflix, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're talking about Disney.
Yeah.
Netflix is a whole another thing, though. That they're very, very woke as well.
Yes.
But, continue.
Design on the front, design on the back, similar to like a Spirit jersey, but it's not a Spirit jersey. Much more affordable. Let's see. Feels pretty good. Feels like a standard t-shirt, in my opinion. We have a fan that matches the entire collection, same pattern as the ears and the lounge fly. We have no price on that. Next up, we've got this button down. Is this supposed to be blue? Or is this supposed to be black? If it's supposed to be blue, it definitely is dark. If it's supposed to be black, it looks faded. $64.99. Feels nice. I do like the material here. Feels nice and cool for the summertime. That's something I would wear. Keep nice and cool. I love that. Perfect. Let's see. We have a classic Mickey Mouse, but we've got rainbows. And this one is the same lousy material we've been seeing from all the sweatshirts. Now, it is more expensive. This one is $59.99, which I think is a little bit more expensive than the other ones that we've been seeing, but it does have an embroidered sleeve, which I guess that's where the extra money goes. Nothing on the back. I don't like the quality of this, but it is the standard Disney quality currently. And then over here, we have Mickey Mouse with his Pride pants on, $29.99.
That always freaks me out, seeing those eyes. Just black.
Hold on, did I tell you how much Stitch was? Let's check, see how much he is real quick, just in case I missed it. $34.99 for Stitch with the sunglasses, super cute. We also have a Starbucks tumbler. That's cool. I think they had a Starbucks tumbler last time. $49.99. It's got Mickey with the rainbow. It's got a great rainbow straw. I like that. Very cute. All right, over this way, we have a coffee mug. This is a giant coffee mug. It feels like one of those Starbucks mugs, like when it comes to the shape. So it says Pride on the front. We've got our rainbow here. On the back, it says Walt Disney World. And then, of course, we have a castle. I love when they put a design on the bottom like that. $19.99 for this mug. Super cute. Let's see what else we can find here in this Pride section. Oh, we do have a baseball cap, which is nice and subtle. I do like that we've got a few different options in terms of style, you know, but it is a lot of dark colors, which I feel like sold better last year based on what I saw at the outlets and stuff, or what I saw as back stock, I should say, but I don't know. Anyway, we've got this baseball cap, which I think is kind of cute. I like oh, look at that. That's an interesting back. I don't think I've ever seen one like that before. Got a little Pride tag there. We've got this clip here. The hat is $29.99. This I really like, the rainbow stitching. That's a cute little detail. And then of course we have the Spirit jersey, which it's fine. I don't really care for this. I like that it's sparkly. No pricing on this, but at the same time, I feel like it could be better. So we've got Mickey right there. And then we've got this design down here, which is cute, but it's just not for me. I think that they could have done a better job with that. Here, of course, we have our droid, which I think these are so cool. The droid is $14.99. And then we have some kids' clothes here. And we've got that same design from the Spirit jersey, which again, I'm not a huge fan of, but it is still pretty cute. $21.99 for that. And then here is a onesie, and it looks like there's something else under there. So hold on. Do we have? Oh yeah, we got pants. That's cute. Okay, so this is a onesie with pants, so a top and a bottom, $34.99. Which, tell me how you feel about that pricing. I'm not entirely sure what to expect when it comes to that type of thing. It feels a little bit pricey to me, but kind of in line with what we've seen here at Disney before for that type of thing. We've got a Christmas ornament here, which is cute, $24.99. We have another super cute Stitch ornament down here. That's very cute. I assume this is the same price, $24.99. And then we have this magnet, and this is mint. Well, that means it's anyone's guess, because I do not see a little thing that tells us what the price is. So we're out of luck when it comes to the magnet. I would guess something in the ballpark of $14.99 for that. All right, well, I think that about does it for the Pride merch at World of Disney today. I don't know if there's any more of the collection that maybe isn't here yet, but we'll just keep our eye out and see what pops into the stores between now and the end of Pride Month. I will say, I do think that some of the merch is super cute. I like that they have a baseball jersey because that is a style right now, so it's nice. And I do think that they do have a little bit of variety, but I would have liked to see a little bit more variety when it came to color. Let me know your thoughts in a comment down below, though. Of course, make sure that you stay tuned for more shopping videos. I'm sure there's more merch that's going to drop over the summer, so we'll make sure that we talk about it whenever it does. Until next time, though, have a great rest of your day. Bye.
All right, so that is all that I have.
Yeah, let me address this. You know, we're talking about like this Disney going woke and changing, you know, races and characters and everything.
Yes.
And it's like, why don't they go to regions and like listen to the actual people's folklore and then make a movie about that,
like it.
and then cast those races to be in those movies?
Yes, that's a very good idea.
They kind of did that with Encanto, I think.
Yeah, Encanto was pretty good. I gotta say, that was one of the...
And then they started kind of doing that with like, you know, but these were animated though.
Yeah, exactly.
So, the problem
it's harder.
Right, the problem comes with the, when they do the live adaptations, but it's like they literally can't write, like they have no ideas.
Yeah.
So it's like they're just gonna gender swap people and they're gonna race swap people instead of like making it a new original idea based on those people's culture.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. But no, I like your idea on that. That would be a lot better. To truly do your research and cast.
Yeah, I mean, they want to just change everything, you know? I don't know. So anyway, that was the merchandising for the month.
Yep. All right, Robert, Sancho, thank you guys both for joining us tonight. We'll be back Friday with even more stuff. Maybe we'll do a 2-hour special.
Yeah.
Depending on how things go.
Know, it's a long month, I think.
Yeah.
Plenty of time.
So we'll see how it goes, and we'll go from there. Again, thank you for joining us. Namaste. See you guys Friday.
Thank you guys. Have a good night. Good job, honey.